That gave me an opportunity to, during the weekend, to add to my Solana positions. Just a little bit on the shorter term side, but a very nice pattern which I got. And guys, I mean, if you've got a long-term view, any time is as good as any time. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another trading day. It's Monday, 29 July 2024. Today I will be trading long on the yen, the Swiss and the US dollar, and short on the CAD, the Aussie and the New Zealand. Let's kick off with the dollar index, finding resistance at that moving average. So still stays bearish for that matter on the medium, short term and long term. However, all this long lower shadows makes me slightly nervous, and my intraday indicator shows some strength coming in. However, it is holding very, very well this moving average. Now this could be consolidation and then break up the page there. I don't see a reversal coming in here. I see resistance, but I see also the bulls coming in finding support. So in general, on end of day kind of trading and the longer term view, I have to stay short on the dollar. But on intraday basis, I will definitely consider taking some longs on the dollar. On gold with this, you can see a nice bounce of this area here. So on the daily charts, I think this is not a bad entry to nibble a little bit on this. You can see how the market finds support. And if I zoom in, you can see a nice piercing line candle, the white candle closing above the halfway mark of the black candle. And it's a quite nice trade zone here. So on the trade zone and with the medium, short and long term dollar bearish scenario, that should help gold. So I think this is not a bad entry for gold with a stop loss just below this 23.50 levels here. So that will be a nice stop loss, and then we can work on targets on a later stage, or I can do it now. The targets would be, obviously, we got about a risk of roughly, if I go from there to there, we're looking at about $50, $40 to $50 risk. So we need quite a steep move. And from here, that is a nice $100+. So the 1.27 seems to be a very nice target. For that, we're going to need a new all-time high. We can even push it as far as the 1.618 levels. So that will be the typical target. $40 to $50 risk for about 100, 120, 130 there, up to a potential $170 up there move that can be done. So I like this. It's also forming a little bit of a flag pattern. You can see here, if I connect those things there, you can see there and there. Haven't broken out yet, but nice consolidation, finding support at this level. It's a bit of a deep retracement, which I'm not happy with. I like to see more of a 61% retracement and not a 78% retracement. That shows me weakness in the market. However, if I combine those two swings into one, which is 100% fine, that gives me that 61% level that I'm after. If you look at the weekly charts, that is a weekly swing. From this low up there, that's the 61% retracement. So that's definitely on for me, and I can't see a problem with that. Bitcoin pushing now after Donald Trump was a keynote speaker Saturday night here in South Africa. Not in South Africa, but I listened to it Friday night. He's very pro crypto, very political, very, he knows he's going to get a ton of voters with that. He mentioned there's 175 million people out of, I think the US has got like 400 million people. They said that 175 million people in the US has got some form of exposure in cryptocurrencies, and he knows obviously that'll get him votes. So it's a very political thing, but yes, in general, he is much more open to cryptocurrencies than the Democratic Party. So I think that gives us a good boost. We did see a sell-off while he was talking. That's just market manipulation, trying to put in a bad light, getting some whales to sell off, but didn't last and bounced very nicely. We had this shadow here, which made me very positive, and then a nice candle engulfing that gives more positiveness on Bitcoin. And now I'm after the breakout. Strong run of the page, a long white candle tonight will get me very, very bullish on this. And a breakout up there, I think then the next sort of bull run will start. That will go into the election and into the end of the year. So then we must just time them well as it goes up. Just buy at crucial points, crucial retracements, crucial setups, and I think we are fine. Before we continue, thank you for today's sponsor again, Incasu. When your business needs a reporting platform to improve the quality and speed of making decisions, consider Insight BI, a seamless add-on for reporting and business intelligence. Insight BI is an all-in-one, cloud-based 24/7 reporting solution. For more info, check out the link in the description. Then we look at Solana. Friday I showed you that the candle is reversing there, and I said to you a nice bullish engulfing or piercing line would be great. So that gave me an opportunity to, during the weekend, to add to my Solana positions. Just a little bit on the shorter term side, but a very nice pattern which I got. And guys, I mean, if you've got a long-term view, any time is as good as any time. It's going to that, it's not an all-time high, but the recent high at 210. The all-time high was much bigger than that. The all-time high on Solana was 258. So we could, with this pattern, we could definitely go back there. If I just put this on a weekly chart and I add some Fibonacci's in there, you'll see there. The 1.27 takes us back to the all-time high at 250. Let's go 250. I know it's a little bit higher there, 257. So it's the 1.27 is definitely a place to look at this. Look at last week's candle now. See, with that bounce on the dailies, that nice bullish engulfing pattern, we also saw a very nice hammer candle with a long lower shadow on that retest. So definitely a place to belong in if you want to put any money outside of Bitcoin into the market. In some altcoins, Solana is definitely one of the best setups that I could find last week, and I showed you this on Friday, so you had plenty of time during the weekend to add into Solana. Then on the S&P 500, with a dollar being strong, trend bearish, and a strong dollar is stock market bearish. So let's structure here. That's the place I'm watching. Look at the 50 to 61% level. If it can hit that level at structure here, a nice strong candle reversal, I'll definitely consider some shorts. The Euro New Zealand, same as last week, still the last swing, the retracement back to structure between 50 and 61%. If you look at Euro New Zealand red zone, definitely want to be short New Zealand, and going long here, that'll give me that short. Euro, that's not the one I'm after, but I'm after the New Zealand short. And I would love to see a retracement back to this trade zone here, and then I'll consider some longs on some nice candle reversals. US yen, a little bit all over the place last night, but I see the market did respond to that specific level there at between the 50 and 61%. No historical value there that I could use, but another test of that could confirm for me, okay, the market is looking at that level, and maybe a strong reversal up there could result in a double top and a nice move down the page. But I would love to see a strong candle reversal on a retest there. FTSE, after showing you this one last week, this big pattern, if you would remember, this falling tops made me very bearish. I had a short on a divergence trade there. And but now never got a short there. It never broke and retest and gave a nice candle reversal there that you could have traded. Now usually when a big pattern like this fails, you get an explosive move to the other side, to the opposite direction. But on a stage I should get a retracement. If you look at the pound is very neutral, and a bearish pound would give me stock market bullish. The trend is just reverse bullish. So if I can get a retracement back to this area here, yes, I'll consider some longs there. I will also have a look at the 50 to 61% the structure here. The problem with that is then we have moved back into the sideways range. However, both of those levels is something I will watch, and then I'll consider some longs on candle reversals. But guys, trading isn't just about my insights. Please fill up the comments below this video, and you can support this channel by checking out all the links in the description. Thank you for joining me today on this trading journey. Remember that trading carries risk, so don't forget to trade responsibly and never trade with money you cannot afford to lose. I can't wait to see my next video. Until then, trade well.